is up, Poppers, and welcome to issue 9 of Geek Pop Podcast, the only podcast where two guys that have no lives give life advice. With me, as always, is Josh.
I'm Toby. I am Josh, and I'm not comfortable with calling our fans poppers. I'm not. that is not our parrot head. I want you to know that right now.
Yo, GP Life, what up?
No, I'm not letting this happen. I'm putting my foot down before this even goes live. You guys are not poppers. We'll come up with something better.
GP Life.
No.
GP Crew.
Toby, what's going on, bud?
GP for days!
You have to stop. You have to stop right now.
Well, speaking of stopping, Josh.
Yeah?
We're into the old school seg today.
Yeah?
So we're gonna talk about the generation gap.
Between me
and normally we lean younger when we have these conversations.
Okay. You mean you and I collectively lean towards the younger generation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we're like, what the fuck are these kids doing today?
I think that means that we lean towards the older generation then.
We may like on the show.
Yes.
We usually go after the younger ones.
We do. Yeah, we go hard at them.
This week, I'm going to show some respect to one of the older ones, Josh.
All right.
So, I can hear you about to laugh already.
Go on.
So, we had a birthday party for my mom the other day.
Uh-huh.
So, it was me, my mom, my uncle, my grandmother, and my stepdad. But my uncle is the one that got me into computers. Like, he had a computer when I was 3 or 4, and always let me play on it.
So, it's his fault?
Yeah, so good or bad, I blame him for any fault I've ever had with computers in my entire life. Namely, my job situation.
Nice.
I usually lean way towards him and blame him for this bullshit. But, so I used to always play computer games with him. Like, he would play Warcraft with me over dial-up and bullshit like that.
Awesome.
So he's been steeped in this culture for years.
All right.
So we were talking about something. He was asking what games I was playing now. And I was like, I'm still playing Dota, blah, blah, blah. And he was giving me a hard time about it because I'm still playing it.
He should. He definitely should.
And then I let him know about how I started getting all pissed off at people now and started screaming. Because the last time him and I had the conversation was Christmas. And that was way before I was hard Dota.
Yeah, before you were in. Yeah.
Yeah. So Christmas was just like, oh, everyone makes fun of you if you're bad. I don't really like it. This is sometimes... I know. So him and I were talking about it. And I was telling him how I usually fly off the handle now. And how I get pissed because if people are doing poorly, I told him that I'm usually the first one to start screaming now and calling people pieces of shit and all sorts of nonsense like that. So he's talking to me about the games he's playing, and he's been real hard into the Facebook games for a while, and I'm not sure why. Okay. I used to always steal him good games like Command & Conquer or Ages of Empires or all that kind of shit. But he's real hard into Facebook games at the moment.
All right. I didn't know people were still real hard into Facebook games. I kind of hadn't thought of the term Facebook game for like a good 6 months at this point.
Well, you used to always play one with people on a boat.
People on a boat? Like
I don't know what game that was, but you had to walk around a boat and talk to people.
Like
I don't know. It's basically... Sure. It's like AOL chat room on a boat on Facebook.
That sounds all right. Listen, when you paint it like that, I'm in.
So, around Christmas, for him, he started playing a game called Terra. Have you ever heard of it?
I think so.
So, from my best gatherings of what Terra is, it's like Diablo, I guess, but more casual.
But crappy.
But probably crappy, or like World of Warcraft, but crappy, I guess is a better thing. There's levels, you level your people up, you go on raids, nonsense like that.
Oh, that sounds awful.
It does, to me. But because he's not good at typing and stuff, I helped him find an Xbox controller and rig it up so that he can use the controller to do commands and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But we're talking about our game playing the other day at the birthday party. And he's telling me I told him about how I fucking scream at people in Dota, and he gets this big smile on his face, and he's like, I get the same way in Terra. And I just shot him a look, and I was like, I can't wait to see where this fucking story is about to go. So he's telling me about this game, and he's like, he doesn't know all the words. So he was telling me about how they get like groups of 15 people together.
Yeah.
And I was like, so you guys go on raids?
It's a raid.
And he's like, no. He's like, it's called something else.
No, stupid.
No, it wasn't like that yet. But what's the other one called? He's like, they're called instances.
Well, okay.
So,
same diff. Yeah.
Okay, but so my 62-year-old uncle is now playing an MMORPG. That's step 1.
But also raiding, which is like
2, raiding / dropping the name instances as what he's doing in the game. 3, he tells me about how they'll usually let him lead. And how he usually has to tell... He goes, I have to tell the noobs what to do.
The noobs!
And yes, exactly. That's where the story was going. I just start laughing hysterically. And he's like, yeah, all these freaking noobs, they freaking come through, and they get one-hitted by the monsters because no one listens to me. Because the monsters do this, I try to warn them ahead of time. And he starts going hard about all these fucking kids that don't listen to him in Terra. And I was laughing the entire conversation. At the end of it, I just laughed. And I said, this is probably the greatest conversation I've ever had with you. And he just smiles and says, why? And I said, I never thought there would be a day where my 62-year-old uncle would drop the word noobs in a conversation with me. But apparently he gets fucking pissed at these kids and starts screaming at them the same way I would.
Because, I mean, like, it's a free-to-play game, so you know, like, the bar is so low for entry that he's dealing with, like the scum of the internet, right?
I got the lowest of the low.
Yeah. Like, no credit card, nothing required to get on here. You're definitely an 8-year-old moron, probably.
Yeah, but he told me that he cracks down, too, because I guess people start giving him a hard time when he starts yelling at people.
Yeah.
So, he has no problem telling her when he's 62. Like, because I told him how I don't like the waste of my time. Like, I don't have that much time after work, and 45 minutes for failure is a pretty long time.
Uh-huh.
So we're talking about that, and he's like, he tells me how he tells everyone he's 62, and a lot of people are like, oh, I wish my dad would play with me. I wish my grandfather would play with me like that. It's awesome. So they all, like, look up to my uncle as, like...
That's so weird.
Their older leader. Because he knows, like, I mean, he knows what he's doing. He just can't type fast, but he knows... like, for sure, when he plays those games, he knows what he's doing.
Well, yeah, if they're, like, making him lead and making him plan the strategy and stuff, yeah, he's the man. He's the guild leader.
But my favorite burn that he told me he used on somebody made me think of the one time I went hard at that kid about being, like, a basement troll.
Yeah.
Apparently someone, when he brought up the 62 thing, someone called him an old man and was like, you shouldn't be wasting your golden years on this. You should be outside doing something.
Your golden years.
So my uncle went back at him and was like, what's the difference if I waste 2 years now or waste 2 years when I was your age? He said, at your age, I was out at the bar picking up girls the whole time, and you're online playing games with me? And then he said that everyone else in the chat was all giving him, like, getting his back and making fun of the other kid and stuff like that. But I was so proud. He called people noobs. He went hard at them. He's leading fucking raids.
I love that he's 62 and he's doing that thing that we did when we told that elaborate story about that kid's mom that one time. Where he came hard at you one time in the game and me and you spend the next, like, 20 minutes in game just one-upping each other about banging his mom. Yeah.
No, it wasn't even banging his mom. It was, mom called for pizza, but she ordered Domino's. He doesn't like Domino's very much. So he's not very happy right now.
I guess, yeah, that's what it was. Listen, I'm just happy to know that in the next, 40 years, we're not going to change.
It's only going to get worse with whatever game's out then. It's only going to get worse.
Yeah. See, Mom, I told you I'm not going to grow up. Dude, that's awesome. That is pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I was proud.
Yeah.
I was proud and laughing hysterically. And
Noobs.
Probably about how ridiculous the whole conversation was. Josh, I had an idea for a new fashion trend for me today.
Okay, is it that you unzip your pants but just a little bit and, like, just, like, show off a little bit of dick cleavage? Is that what it is?
Show a little ball cleave, little turkey neck?
Yeah, exactly. You flip it upside down so then you get a little cleave going.
It's actually along those lines.
Great,
I
perfect.
was walking around Walmart today to get some snacks for work.
Yeah.
And I saw there's a selection of
First of all, wait, time out. First of all, I just want to talk about the life you lead. You apparently left work to go get snacks for work.
Yeah, I get hungry at work, so I go to Walmart and buy 12 packs of Gatorade or
Are we talking at
granola
lunch?
bars. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I pictured you just like piecing out at like 10:30 in the morning or something and going.
I've done things like that before. I wouldn't put it past me. I just didn't do that today.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, you're at Walmart. You're buying snacks.
So I walk by and there's the jeggings section of like there's 7 or 8 different types of
For all the 62-year-olds at home, jeggings are leggings that look like jeans. That's what a jegging is.
Yeah, but it's like regular black leggings, capri leggings, jean leggings, and there's a huge display of all different types of leggings for girls, and they're all like, and then of course like there's pictures, and they're all just basically like tight black see-through pants almost.
Well, like that's what leggings are. Yeah.
So I was thinking about Josh, and I feel I'm going to bring my A game to the world. I should buy myself a pair of leggings and just start rocking that.
Just you start the man legging trend?
Yeah, because years ago, emo lads brought the I'm gonna wear girl jeans. I made that into a huge fashion trend for a couple of years.
That's true. Skinny jeans now, it's not weird a guy wearing skinny jeans. Someone had to be the first dude to try that.
Yeah, I'm going one harder. 31 years old. I'm gonna fucking start wearing leggings. I figure I have the body to do it.
Well, let's
I don't know if I'm built the way I should be to at least make it look like semi-attractive.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna fucking go for it. I'm just gonna fucking wear tight black pants.
There are a lot of things to discuss in relation to you switching to the jegging or legging trend. One, what's the rest of the ensemble look like? What's up top?
I think they rock a tank top.
So are you going to rock the tank top?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
I'm going to go almost 80s with it. I'm going to get like a rainbow tank top maybe.
Okay.
Or a band tank top or something along those lines. But I feel like tank tops are the way to go.
So tank, like, are we talking like a tight tank top or like sort of loose fitting to accentuate the, super tight leggings you'll be wearing?
I think we go tight all around on this.
Sorry, so you're gonna basically look like a man in a giant condom then at this point.
Josh, my clothes flow is going to be stoppable.
Oh, it is going to be completely stoppable. You're correct. It and be stoppable.
And then I wonder if I get jeggings, like actual jean leggings. I don't know if the dress code for work has guys can't wear those. I know you have to wear nice jeans. I don't know if jeggings are still in the jean category where I could rock that at work.
Well, let me give you some life advice, Toby. I don't think you want to be finding loopholes in the policies for dress clothes at work. Like, I don't think that's going to end well for you.
There's new policies at work because of me.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it clothing related?
I mean, close enough.
Is it don't wear cut-off dress shirts?
No one knows about that. Those are slickly hidden underneath sweaters. That might be a reference no one ever gets, but I hope that picture's still somewhere.
Yeah, it's still on the internet. It's probably on your Twitter account. It's fine.
Yes!
So, someone go back and dig through Toby's Twitter, and you'll see the hilariousness.
Yeah.
All right, one more question. I'm not done with this whole jean legging thing.
Okay, well, but before you forget that,
Okay.
the dress code modification for work.
Okay.
So since I have tattoos, as you know,
yes.
right when I got hired, I forgot to ask about it before I got hired, and I never really think about it. But on the first day, they're like, "Oh, I'll go through the handbook, blah blah blah." And I saw you're not really supposed to have exposed tattoos.
Ooh.
So back when I first started, no one was supposed to have exposed tattoos. The one girl in the mailroom that had them had to wear like LeBron sleeves, like I play basketball.
Oh wow.
Yeah, okay. She used to have to wear those to cover. I mean, she had like actual sleeves almost.
Yeah.
But she had to wear the black ones to cover it up. People in customer service always had to wear long sleeve shirts to cover theirs up. Mm-hmm. The one day I forgot to wear a long sleeve shirt to cover mine up. And everyone got over the initial, "Oh my god, you have tattoos. Why do you have tattoos? What do they have?" Blah, 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 blah. Like everyone does.
Yeah.
But after that point, I just said, fuck it. I'm not going to wear long sleeve shirts anymore. It's goddamn summertime. It's 100 degrees. I am dying back here. So, because I wasn't always out on the floor, I just started wearing polos or short sleeve tees. And always had the tattoos out. Eventually, the policy got changed. We're allowed to have tattoos as long as they're not offensive tattoos.
Nice. Look at you, just making...
I'm setting trends.
You're a policy changer, Toby. You might as well be in the White House.
You call me Big Computer because I'm fucking getting things done.
All right, Deep Blue. Perfect. All right.
I was gonna say like Big Tobacco or like Big what I actually do for work, but you thought that seemed like a bad idea. So I'm gonna go with Big Computer.
Big Computer. Perfect. All right. So speaking of dress attire work, first of all, you just rocking the tattoos in your short sleeve shirt and not caring. That's a power move. Because all right, I'm
alpha.
You are. Speaking of the White House, I was watching a video today of I guess like the White House just hired a big team of like software engineers because the healthcare.gov like sucked so bad they hired a big team to fix it, and now they're going to fix all of the government websites. So now rolling around the White House is a dude in like khaki shorts and like a wrinkled shirt, and everyone else is in suits. So this whole article was about like, oh look, they're changing the culture, and he can wear anything he wants and stuff like that.
That's the way it should be.
It's the way it should be for sure. And I was behind him until I read the comments, and someone's like, "No man, that's a power move. Like he's just showing him that he's so important he can wear anything he wants." I'm like, you know what? That's totally right. Like he's doing what those guys in the suits were trying to do, and he's just succeeding at it.
That's what you have to do. Yeah. That's why even when there's like, I'm not going to tell the actual story, but like that's why even when there's those bullshit conspiracies, like I told you about at work, I'm still above that. It's because everyone knows who I am, because I alphaed up, and now they gotta take me down from the inside.
Everyone knows who I am. Say my name, everyone at work.
Call me for your fucking computer!
Alright, back to the leggings. This is important, Toby. Footwear. Because girls, they have like the little slippery shoes
boat shoes.
Works good. What?
Before you even finish, boat shoes.
That's what girls wear with leggings. Are you gonna rock a boat shoe with a legging?
Or slip-ons. Fuck it.
I don't, but listen, you seem like, I don't know for sure about this. You seem like a DC skate shoe type of guy.
Not at work, but in real life, yes.
Okay, that's like your day-to-day wear?
I have Penguins shoes.
Okay, but basically they're skate shoes?
Yeah, close enough.
So when we're talking you wearing leggings, this is full-on work attire. This is not you're just going to be rolling to Walmart in leggings. You're going to work.
You're going places, kid.
All right. These are your dress leggings. Perfect. All right, that's all I needed.
Oh, I mean, I still know what kind of shoes I'm going to wear. If that's where this conversation was going, I don't know. I don't know what the work shoe ensemble is. I feel like I can't wear open-toed shoes. That seems a little bit too much.
Yeah, I mean, because we should really care about what everyone else thinks when you're wearing leggings. Yeah. That's clear.
I mean, like, but I really feel like it all comes together nicely with the fact that I have a bald head and a beard. I feel like that really helps sell the entire thing of, like, this is a nice piece right here.
Or that really sells the whole, he's clearly not female. Here's another
what about this? What about this scenario?
All right, go ahead.
It's getting close to winter time. Oh, shit, the phone's going off all of a second. Amateur hour, Josh.
What are you doing?
Okay, so, it's winter time. I'm all fucking sidetracked now.
You were giving me so much crap before about phones being left on in podcasts. I sat quietly for a second, Toby, and I thought about letting this slide, but no, I'm stamping my foot. I'm Gandalf. This shall not pass. I want you to know that you're a hypocrite. Now carry on.
So, let's say it's wintertime.
It's wintertime.
I'm strolling down the street in leggings still. I got the nice shoes on. Probably a hoodie because it's cold out, and one of my sweet brimmed winter hats.
They see me rolling.
They hate it. What happens if some guy comes strolling up behind me, checks out my ass, and then I turn around and catch him in the act? But he just sees the beard of fury, and I just catch some guy checking out my ass.
I mean, are you going to be offended if that happens?
I think it'd be fucking hilarious. I might feel honored. Like, I feel like a sexy lady right now.
Exactly. Like it's like when you go to a gay bar and it's like, you know what? I'm not interested, but it's very flattering that you think that we could work well together. It's sort of that. Like, listen, hey, game recognized game. Thanks for looking, but carry on.
Josh, I'm throwing out a quick life tip today.
Oh, please share with me and everyone else.
This is all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Because I got really pissed off the other day about it, and this is my outlet for my real/fake/half rage.
Okay.
If you drive a large car, that is a truck, van, minivan, conversion van, 4-wheeler, extended cab truck, anything that's larger than a car.
Okay.
You fucking learn how to park that shit.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking tired of pulling into a parking spot and having to back out because some fuckface in a truck is like 5 feet past his half the parking spot.
Yep.
So this is a life tip. When you pull into the goddamn parking spot, if you're not lined up with the windows next to you, like if you look at your driver's side window and you don't see the passenger side window of the car next to you, and you just see the backs of other cars, you're way too fucking far up ahead or up front. Back the fuck up. Because one day I'm going to slam into one of these goddamn cars, and I'm not going to feel bad about
it. You had it coming. You were hanging over that line.
Because in the past 2 weeks, like 3 fucking times, I pulled in the parking spots where some goddamn piece of shit truck is 3/4 of the way in because they have no idea how big their fucking car is. And then I can't park on the other side because then the ass end of my Jeep hangs out and they get fucking smashed into.
So here's the thing. You always see the best in everyone. I'm here to tell you, these people knew exactly what they were doing.
Did they?
They're bad people, Toby. They know they have a large truck. They hang over on purpose to get their tail of their truck in the spot. They don't care about you in your spot. You're coming up. No, they don't give a crap. They're hanging over on purpose.
You know what? They're even bigger pieces of shit than I thought.
Exactly.
I'm going to slam into one of these days. I'm just going to do it.
Do it.
My Jeep's a goddamn piece of shit. I'm just going to fucking slam into your car and go, whoops, I didn't see you there. Yes, you're too far ahead.
Beautiful. Parking in general is a big pet peeve of mine, but I don't run into the people hanging over. I run into the people who park on the line. Like how sometimes you see cars parked where they're at like a 45-degree angle, their front tires are like over the line into the other spot, the thing's like half on its side, and you wonder like, how did you walk away from your car and think this was okay? Like,
because they were by themselves and up their own fucking ass. Like,
exactly.
I'll just slide in here. I'll be in there for 20 minutes. It'll be fine.
So what I'm saying is people are the worst. Burn down the White House. That's where I'm landing on this.
I want to go on some fucking list.
I'm going hard. Hey, White House. You're enabling the general public to allow this parking to happen.
That's fucked up.
Society, Toby. It's society's
It's
fault.
collapsing as we speak. First, people start parking cars too far ahead. Next, I don't even know what's next, Josh. Because we've come too far. We've come too fucking far. Poor Piggy is going to lose his goddamn glasses.
Damn it, I was making a Piggy joke, too.
He just wanted to be able to light the fire. They threw a goddamn rock on him. Endgame.
We get it. You know everything about Lord of the Flies.
Well, I guess spoilers for the 40-year-old movie, 50-year-old movie.
Oh, the movie. Toby, again, this sums you and I up perfectly. I didn't even realize it was a movie, and you called it a movie without thinking about the book.
I watched it at church, matter of fact. We watched Lord of the Flies at church.
What?
And they go, Piggy, no! And they fucking throw the rock on him. And I thought it was funny.
Lord of the Flies is about mankind being inherently evil. Why would a church want people to see that?
Forgiveness?
But it's about human nature and not having anything worth forgiving.
Listen, I didn't make up the rules. I'm just telling you what happened.
I'm going to go talk to your minister.
All right.
We'll see. So, Toby, have you been on the internet in the past, 2 weeks?
No.
Okay. Well,
what's happened on there?
Well, okay. I understand you've been vacationing in that cave. So let me explain to you what's been going on the internet. I'm sort of a tour guide from the internet. There's this thing called the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Okay.
Are you familiar?
Yes.
Okay. So apparently news got to the cave.
Yes. My pigeon came through.
Oh, okay, the carrier pigeon.
I
I wanted you to feel in touch still. I sent the carrier pigeon. I explained the Ice Bucket Challenge. So for everyone else out there who is living in a cave over the past 2 weeks, the Ice Bucket Challenge, to break it down, is a, I guess, fundraiser sort of thing for ALS. And basically, it started
real quick, it's also called Slacktivism, but go on.
Slacktivism. Yes, that's where this conversation's going, Toby, by the way. The original rules for the Ice Bucket Challenge were you challenge someone, they have to either donate $100 or dump a bucket of ice water on their head. Okay? And then they challenge other people.
You're missing part of it already.
Please, enlighten me.
It's if you do the challenge, you donate 10 and challenge other people.
No.
Yeah, yes it was.
That is the that is the new terms. Originally, Toby, when I was originally mad about this, the terms were either donate or ice, and if you do the ice, no money has to come out.
I don't think that's ever what it was.
I think it was, but anyway, go on.
There was the cold water challenge a couple months ago, where it was jump in cold water or donate. But see that I'm going to take an opposite stance as you, I think, eventually. Okay. But for right now, that kind of shit is stupid because it's just either make a stupid video and jump in the water or give people money.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, and so that's where I was landing on this, was like, okay, let's even say that it's $10. Let's even say has always been $10, so either do the dumb video and $10 or donate $100. That means that in order for their stupid message to spread, they need everyone to donate the lesser amount. That's dumb, right?
That's really stupid.
Yeah.
In theory, if we're going to say, lighting the match starts the fire.
Yeah.
If we're going to start the pyramid scheme at the top, if the first person that was going to do it said, I'll just give $100, it would be over.
Yeah, exactly! Right? That is what my fundamental flaw with this whole plan is. It's not lighting the match starts the fire, it's lighting the match is actually blowing the fire out. Like, the thing that everyone sees that then gets posted on frickin' Reddit and everyone cares about is the thing that is actively trying to cool down the money giving. So that's dumb, first of all.
But of course, obviously when it's something as simple as dump ice on your head, the thought process is no one's going to be a douche and just say no. Everyone's going to say, I'll do this for $10 and make my friends do it.
Okay, well, alright, I'm going to be the douche that says no. If I get challenged for the Ice Bucket Challenge, I'm not doing it. Putting it out there right now. And also, not donating $100.
Okay.
Not doing it. Because I'm the guy, Toby, I'm the guy who doesn't care about charity. I'm the guy who walks past the Salvation Army guy, connects eyes, and I say hello, and he says, God bless, and I walk by without putting any money in. And I count that as a victory. That's me, Toby.
On the opposite of that, if someone challenges me, I will do it.
So I just want to put everyone on blast.
Toby, you're on blast. Do not challenge Josh because nothing will happen.
Exactly.
If you make a video calling me out, I will make a different video. And Josh and I discussed what my end game of that video is going to be earlier. So if you want to know what the secret plan is, someone should probably get on this one.
You are going hard at the challenges here.
Fucking challenges all day.
Yeah, bring it on. Let someone challenge Toby. Toby challenges you to challenge him.
I challenge you without a video to challenge me with a video, so I can challenge you back with a video, and then have a different story to tell afterwards.
Wow, my brain hurts. So, alright, so let's talk about the contents of these videos themselves, okay?
Okay.
Everyone has done one now, and it's now a celebrity thing, right? Every celebrity in the world is getting in on it.
And trying to one-up each other.
Exactly. This is as dumb as that time when all of the military and high school people were inviting celebrities to go to prom with them. Do you remember that?
It worked for a couple people.
This is as dumb as that, where it's like, where does it end? Where is this over? I saw Charlie Sheen dump a bucket of $10,000 on his head. That was probably the best one. I saw Vince McMahon make rude comments about Maria Menounos' boobs in a video.
And he did one shrinkage when he poured the ice on his head.
He did, which again pretty much sums up Vince McMahon in a single 2-minute video. You know everything you need to know. But it's dumb. I think the whole ice bucket thing is dumb. Stop posting about ice buckets and just donate money if you care.
Okay, so I'm gonna blast you from the other side.
Please.
Because as you once called me, you said I'm a douchebag with the heart of gold.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember this?
I do remember that.
Okay. So after you warned me, usually Josh and I don't warn each other about the topics at a time.
Yeah.
After you warned me about where this was going to go, I happened to see a news article literally an hour later.
Uh-huh.
And just so you know, at this point this year versus last year, ALS has 4 times as many donations as it did last year. Last year at this point, they were up to $1 million in donations, I think.
Okay.
And as of maybe earlier this week, they're at 4-point-some million because of the ALS the bucket challenge.
Let me ask you a very serious question.
Okay. Wait, so serious you're gonna fucking slow pitch me something ridiculous, or we're gonna have a real conversation right now?
Kind of both.
Okay.
How many of those monies? Okay, the gain in money this year over last year. How much of that net gain do you think came from the average person before the Ice Bucket Challenge blew up to celebrities, and how much of it has come since celebrities got into it? Because I think about 95% of the people making those videos, when it's just, I'm going to post this on Facebook, no donations, no money happened. Period.
That's probably true. You
Okay.
know, that part's actually probably true. If they're at $1 million last year at this point, and at 4 this year, I'll say maybe 3.2 million is probably from celebrities and their nonsense.
All right, good. As long as we're clear on that, that's fine.
I mean, to go both ways with it, I'm sure it helped more people maybe think about it, and I feel better about the Ice Bucket Challenge thing than I do than when the NFL does, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and just makes pink jerseys so girls drop $80 on a jersey that no one gets money towards anything with. That's
super stupid. I will completely agree with that. Or when, what is the thing that you see on Facebook and Twitter where girls will be one thing was where do you keep your purse? So they would just say cryptically I put it in the freezer and crap like that. It was
there was that one. There was the bra color one for breast cancer.
Yeah, and then the end game there was you ask them and then they don't tell you the answer, so then you never figure out what it was actually about. I don't know. Sometimes you can't just say something is activism and it actually is. That doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I mean a lot of people I wouldn't expect it to be either. Game Grumps. I mean, pretty much any YouTuber at this point has done their own Ice Bucket Challenge.
Sure, yeah.
But a lot of them have actually said hey, this is what ALS is. This is why we're donating.
Smart.
This is why I challenge people. versus a lot of people just go, "This is the ice bucket challenge," and dump the ice on the head. If they're actively going to say, "This is what this is for," "This is what this does," I'm 100% behind it.
I am too. Yeah.
If they're just going to turn it into, "I'm doing the ice bucket challenge," then I don't really give a fuck, and I think it's stupid.
Yeah, that was my big problem, was that it was turned into just this dumb thing, and the whole like ALS thing was gone. I saw one posted on Facebook, Toby. The girl was dumping the ice bucket on her head, and she said, "This is the ice bucket challenge for ASL." She's donating to the
There's
American
been a
Sign
couple
Language.
people that have done that.
Amazing.
But the one thing that this has brought,
yeah,
I'll have to show you later. There's fail compilations of people doing this, where it's pretty much people either throwing buckets at their friends or dropping trash cans from like 5 stories up onto their friends accidentally.
Oh dear!
And all sorts of horrible accidents coming from this.
Great.
So I'm actually behind this even stronger for the YouTube comedy.
That's good. That's great. I'm on board with that. I don't know.
Okay, so to finalize this conversation of
Please.
Josh hates everything and I'm a douchebag with a heart of gold, I'm gonna throw this news story out here for you about this challenge. It's gonna seep into your little brain over there, and then you tell me how you really feel about this.
All right.
Are you ready?
Seeping is happening.
Josh, do you know what NJPW is?
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Do you know what the G1 Climax is?
I do know that's what I'm having right now. I'm having my G1 Climax.
Do you know
I know what it is, yes.
It's like the big tournament they have every year?
Yeah.
Almost like their WrestleMania, right?
Well, no, I mean...
Come on, fucker. I'm trying to make it so everyone knows.
Wrestle Kingdom is like the WrestleMania. This is like their tournament that wrestling over here doesn't have. It's a 12-day tournament. Go on.
Okay. Do you know who Kazuchika Okada is?
Yeah, the Rainmaker.
Okay. So, he is raising money for childhood cancer prevention, Josh, by doing the Rainmaker to people.
Okay, I'm on board with this.
He announced that for every time he uses the Rainmaker the rest of this calendar year, he will donate 30,000 yen to a children's cancer charity.
See, that's awesome. Because, one, he's getting out there and he's saying it, so you're aware of what the charity is. And then he's putting his money where his mouth is, so every time he does the move, he's going to donate money. So he's not only donating, he's raising awareness. That's what needs to happen, not the stupid, "This is for American Sign Language." Yeah.
Okay, so just so we can give this guy props because he probably deserves it, he even said that he would post-state, prorate. He's going to prorate all of his Rainmaker wins from the year so far.
Nice.
So at this point, he's at 26 Rainmaker wins, 30,000 yen apiece. That's about $8,000 he's raised.
Wow. That's awesome.
They're just giving away for child cancer.
You know what? Okada, good people. He's good people, Toby.
Yeah. He might be giving people concussions, but he's also raising money for cancer.
And really, tomato, right?
Get to get one last little singer in there, do you? Josh, now that we spent some quality time together watching some ALS fails for the Ice Bucket Challenge.
I gotta turn around on these. This is my favorite thing that's ever happened on the internet. We sat here and just cackled for like 15 minutes together at these stupid things.
Not the good ones, the bad ones, where people fucking throw buckets at each other's heads or like break shit or.
All the good ones can like, I don't even care. Those cannot exist. These bad ones though are amazing.
So Josh, every week we have a question of the week now, where we ask the listening audience something about that we discussed during the episode.
Yep.
If you want to be involved with that, it's cast@geek-pop.com. Josh, last week our topic was taking down your bully without violence. As per me rocking my bully's foundation to his core.
You did.
After I verbally assaulted him with my words.
I was going to say, it wasn't so much violence as it was just complete belittling.
It was a verbal beatdown, the likes that we have never seen. I was the Lesnar to his Cena. I mentally German suplexed him 16 times. He's not coming back.
He's dead. You killed him.
With my words.
Mentally killed him.
Alright, so the first one is a pretty big story from Musa. I'm going to read through it anyway, because he wrote it.
Alright.
So instead of going with what was probably the most humiliated from being... Wait. Oh.
From the top.
I can't read. It wasn't a physical bullying. It was more of a verbal bullying. But he wanted to share his story anyway. So there was this girl, because of course there was, that he had a crush on when he was really young,
Always
around 9
is.
years old. At that point in time, no one really knew about it, though, and as she got older, he began to lose interest in her in that way. However, it was at the time she and pretty much everyone else came to know at one point that he did have an interest in her. And probably as a joke first, but she started to tease and bug him about the crush. As you know, girls like to do.
Dude, girls are the worst.
I'm going to, op-ed in here while we're doing this.
Yeah.
And Romeo decided to start eating dinner right now, too. So if you hear dog chewing in the background, my bad.
Who's a good boy?
Musa doesn't know why, but at the time, he had a severe blush reflex, so no matter what she did, however slight or insignificant, it would inevitably make him blush and he'd be embarrassed.
That's called liking a girl, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I do that at 31.
Yeah, that doesn't go away.
All she had to do was make googly eyes at him, etc., and he would just blush. He couldn't stop it. So, flash forward a little bit to when he was 13. They were in class one day, and the teacher had walked out to do something that he can't remember. At this point, since she knew, basically, that she could do anything to him to mess him up, she decided to exploit his emotions for all they were worth and jumped onto her chair to profess her apparent love for him in front of the entire class.
Dude. Alright, I'll save my comments till the end.
Okay. It might not sound too bad now. It might even seem silly that something like that would bother me, but at the time, it was utterly mortifying. He was literally dumbstruck at how far she was willing to go just to mess with his head. If he hadn't been too busy looking down the void meeting anyone's eyes, he probably would have started crying because it seemed like seeing someone's reaction that might have sent him over the edge.
Aww.
Again, it might seem like he's exaggerating, but it really wasn't that bad. At this point, this bullshit was going on for about a year, but it was the apex of the whole thing. He could not feel any lower. Considering how this seems like the worst kind of bullying he received, he imagines he might come off as an entitled little shit right now who's had it really easy in life. He also agrees that maybe that's true, but whatever. I agree. Fuck it. The point here was to tell a silly story about bullies and how you get over them. His ordeal itself was resolved. The teacher came back to class, and she saved it by... He never had to do anything back because the teacher came in, I think. But at that low, during those few minutes he felt so bad, he pretty much decided he was done with all of her bullshit, and from that point on, nothing she ever did again had any effect on him.
Yeah! Alright, so, I don't want to... Oh, we're not done. Okay.
I had to read his PS, at least.
Okay, well, before the PS happens, is the PS about this?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so after that time, it made him stop caring. And he said eventually just stopped due to the lack of actual fact it had on him. And that's pretty much the only way I stood up for myself, by literally ceasing to even give a solitary fuck.
Nice.
And it's pretty much like reading a diary of mine, with words like fuck in the thing.
It's pretty much like Josh's entire mindset.
As an epilogue to his story, I'd like to point out that after another year or so of this happening, once we were in high school, he made peace with this chick. They weren't close or friends, but they were civil. And he's mentioning this just to remind everyone who might be taking the slightest interest in the story that your bully doesn't have to be your bully forever, basically. And it's important to learn how to move beyond your past perceptions and experiences with someone, if at all possible.
Wow, he summed that up in a really eloquent way that neither of you are going to do. But here's the thing. I don't want to belittle his belittling. I'm sure it was traumatic for him.
Well, when you're fucking 12, anything a girl does that makes you feel embarrassed about yourself is usually the end of the world.
Exactly, but this girl, she may have been putting on as making fun of him or this guy likes me and look, it's crazy that he likes me. She wanted to jump his bones, right? Because a normal reaction for a girl that finds out a guy likes him is to then ignore that guy. But you've heard if she chases you around on the playground, she likes you. That is just this at age 13 instead of age 9.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
So you're saying he missed out?
No. Because you also don't want to get with a girl that's like that. What I'm saying is he didn't know it at the time, but he actually had the mental upper hand. He didn't feel like it at the time, but he's always had the upper hand on his bully.
So he took her down.
He took her down, yeah, from the very beginning.
So we're 2 for 2 with the takedowns now.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. We're building a dream, Josh. We're building a dream. The next one is from Dylan. This June, as we were reaching the end of the school year, all the English teachers gave us an assignment to make a film about one of the books we had read in the class that year. 4 of my friends from drama decided to do a remake of Romeo and Juliet.
Uh-oh.
After they were done filming, on the day before the project was due, one of them called me, and knowing that I love filmmaking, asked if I would edit the footage for them. I, of course, said yes, but they also told me not to tell my other friend, we'll call him Jack, that I was doing the editing. As it turns out, it was supposed to be Jack's job to do the editing, but they knew he would do a shitty job, so they asked me instead.
Jack's is going to jack it up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She also mentioned that I would be saving their grades if I did, so he stayed up all night editing their video, getting no sleep whatsoever. He's going to summarize this next part for us. The next day, he gave him the finished video. Jack finds out they did it behind his back and completely flips out, refusing to show Dylan's version in class, and becomes the biggest douche to me and other people in the group. That weekend, I went to go film him for my book movie, because he had chosen to do it alone, and the other 3 people that were in Jack's group decided to be in my movie instead. So we went to go film in a huge park that's in my town, and all day Jack is harassing me with texts, and I eventually snap. He replied to his text, which was, "You know they're not your real friends, right?" Ooh. And Dylan's response was, "Is that so? Because I spent all day with them and been driving around town, going to the most beautiful filming locations possible, and having the time of our lives. Well, you get to sit at home alone, fishing for an apology that's never going to come."
The time of our lives, Jack!
Yes! And that began him not speaking to us for about 3 months, but that is a story of how he took down his bully without violence.
Jack sounds like a real dick.
Jack does sound like a dick, and Dylan took him down like a champ.
He did.
He did that thing where you just fucking go hard with the life scenario.
Yeah, listen, let me paint you a word picture.
Just in case your film is blurry, let me sharpen that resolution for you. You're sitting at home not doing dick. I'm out with people. So, yeah, go fuck yourself.
I'd like for you to define friend for me, because I think it's hanging out and having a good time with people.
The last one, actually, not before the last one, Josh. 3 for 3. Takedowns. Left and right. The Geek Pop universe. Fucking killing bullies with the words.
Forming the army.
Yeah. GPA.
Geek Pop Army.
Good.
Thank you.
You put those pieces together, bud.
That's right. No one said I can't connect dots.
Alright, so the last one is from New Writing James.
What's up, James? Welcome.
So, he has 2 stories. They're both pretty short. His first story, it's the 4th grade, it's recess. Me and my friend are playing around, and a huge dickhead comes walking over to us with a stick in his hand. He keeps poking my friend with it and starts bullying him, but he later walks away. James followed him, yelled at him that it's not nice, and that he's a huge jerk. The bully could tell that he was pissed, so just as James was walking away, he yelled, "Dude, if you're so mad, then punch me, go ahead." So James turned around and punched him right in the face, making his retainer fall out.
Dang!
That made James laugh, so he didn't realize his fist coming back to punch me. James got hit. Then he went to find a teacher. Then the bully went to find a teacher telling him. James tried to hide, but he got caught anyway. Only lunch detention though, and his parents thought he was in the right. Victory.
Nice. That's awesome.
That wasn't. I don't remember if the thing was actually beating somebody up. I thought my question was just the verbal abuse, but you know what? I'll take a punch to the face.
You know what? All you pansies out there can handle it verbally. I'm with James. That dude needed a punch to the face.
Now, flash forward 2 more years. It's the 6th grade for James. He's in homeroom. The teacher's out of the room. The bully from story number 1, and his friends start making fun of him again. So James goes apeshit on him. He starts yelling at the top of his lungs, flipping desks and chairs while slowly getting closer to them. He eventually decided that he made his point and put everything back. The teacher walked in later with no idea what happened, but she gave me a look that she heard me and approved. Victory number 2.
Listen, Toby, I don't want to tell us our business, but I'm pretty sure we should probably not cross James.
Yeah, he can stay on our good side for a while.
Yeah, James seems like a really good ally and a really bad enemy.
So he put, "Yep, that's all. He loves listening to our podcast every week. He keeps checking back when a new one comes out and spams at 5 until it appears." So he says, "Keep doing what we're doing. Both of us, we're both hilarious."
Thanks, James.
We appreciate it, dude. I think this week, Josh, our question of the week, we're gonna get a little deep with this.
Oh, great!
I've been reflecting upon it.
You know how deep I am.
Like a fucking wading pool.
It's not. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not all just surface level over here in Josh Land.
Like a bird bath, Josh is deep. I want everyone else to try to think of the next challenge that they think is going to happen. Like the ALS thing was the ice bucket challenge, and there was a cold water challenge before that. So I want someone to try to predict what the next stupid challenge is going to be that the internet's going to do.
The fetal alcohol syndrome challenge.
That seems really fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's a joke.
You go steal your mom's booze and pour it out. That's what you do.
Okay. But yeah, so I mean, like, it could be a positive one, like the ALS one. It could be a negative one, like the fire one we discussed with the stupid kids. But basically, whatever you think the next challenge is going to be that fucking takes the internet waves, let us know what you think it's going to be and why and all that good stuff. Josh, along with this, we always have questions of the week that are geared towards us.
Yay!
You ask those at cast@geek-pop.com, or you go on our Tumblr, geek-pop.com, and you hit the ask button, and we get the question that way.
Every day we're tumbling, so...
Every day we're tumbling. Boop, 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 boop.
I think they got it.
That's the hot beat.
Yep, this is good.
Dropping hot beats.
Nice.
So, I have a story after this question, so you have to answer this first.
All right.
Musa wants to know, what is better in your opinions? Working out at home with what you have lying around, or shilling out for a gym membership and being resolute enough to actually go to the fucking gym?
Well, okay. So for me, like, the going to the gym part is the getting motivated part. So, like, if you actually want to stick to, I guess, a workout regimen, you should probably go to the gym. But then, that being said, going to the gym is, like, the worst experience in your entire life. Because, one, you're paying, and then you go and you show up, and it's, like, meathead jocks, and everything's crowded, and it's a bunch of, like, pretty people that you're not supposed to actually look at, and you don't know how to operate any of the heavy machinery, and they all do, and you're using machines that they want to use, and then they want to spot you, bro. It's all bad. Everything's bad. Everything's bad at the gym. You're laughing over there. All right, here's what a modern gym is. You show up at the YMCA or
Oh, Jesus Christ,
at the Anytime Fitness or whatever your gym's called. It's basically it's like going back to like sophomore year of high school gym class. That's what it is. And you might not think it, because people are, like, on the treadmill watching their TV and stuff, but they're all looking at you thinking, like, oh, we're going to see him in the showers later. I bet he's got a little dick. I bet. That's real life. So what I'm saying... I
think what Josh is alluding to is stay at home if at all possible.
I mean, no, because, like, I go to a gym, but it's very sparsely populated.
You go to Curves,
which is good. I go to men's night at Curves, which not a lot of people know about it yet.
Josh goes to Zumba.
Listen, I don't want to blow up my spot at Curves, but it's pretty.
Josh participates in CrossFit. That's actually what he's doing right now.
Yeah, I'm running through a barn lifting a tractor tire. That's what I'm
doing.
You're
doing burpees.
Burpees is all right. Side note: burpees is the dumbest name for something in the world. I don't care what it is. Anything in the world that you assign the name burpees to, I wanna murder you. Burpees can suck a you know what, like stupid burpees, Toby. Why are they not called like thrusts or something? Like what?
Oh man, just
burpees. What? A burpee is like what happens when like a baby drinks like soda or something. Like,
burpees is what happens when I drink too much beer and I start throwing it back up a little bit.
Toby's having burpees. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Burpees. Yeah. Go on.
So my best gym story is at one point my girlfriend was living with me at the time, and they used to cut dramatically into Xbox time with my friends. So she started going to the gym because she was actually kind of in that shit. And then she would go to the gym, and I'd go on Xbox and play video games with my friends. And it became a huge joke with my friends because they'd be like, oh, where's your girlfriend? I'd say, oh, she's at the gym. And everyone would give me shit because I'd be at home laying on the couch, like, eating chips or something, playing video games, while my significant other was making herself better.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's bettering herself, and you're wasting away playing video games.
But, on the opposite of that, Josh, she's a dumb bitch and I'm a good person.
Yeah! Going hard. Real life. Also, fuck burpees.
Fuck burpees. Josh, Dylan wants to know, would we ever consider having actual special guest hosts, such as each of our real-life best friends, and doing a 4-person podcast?
So, this is awkward.
I'm just going to say no. You just want to say no?
You're saying no because no one else fits into our amazing dynamic. I'm saying no because I don't have any friends.
See, I was just going to say no and try to save that. I was trying to watch out for both of us.
I'll be real.
None of my friends would give a fuck enough to want to do this with me.
No, not at all.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them all. Fuck burpees, fuck my friends.
Me and you taking over the world. One burpee
Two-man
at a time.
Josh, what kind of advice would we give Dylan, who's going into 10th grade, and was kind of a jerk as a freshman and doesn't want to be a jerk anymore?
Oh, so he's bettering himself like me?
No. See, what you want to do, Dylan, is whenever you listen to a Josh story, do the opposite of that.
Yeah, usually the opposite of
and
what
you'll be the star.
choose.
You'll be the belle of the ball.
Like, listen, I made some big talk, I feel like, this past week about becoming a nicer person, and just go back and listen to this podcast. I'm not a good person, Toby.
It'll happen.
I just ranted about burpees for 10 minutes. I don't know.
If you don't want to seem like a jerk, the trick is don't act like a jerk. Say hello to people, be nice to people, be polite.
Yeah.
Tell jokes.
Yeah, I mean, like, your attitude is a big thing, right? If you pretend like you're happy, eventually you'll just be happy.
I'm going to speak from experience. I don't know if that always works that way.
No, I mean that in the sense that, like, if you, like you said, if you are happy and people think you're cheery and you're saying hi to people, like eventually they'll warm up to you, and then them being nicer to you will eventually actually make you happier, make you a nicer person.
That works. Yeah. Josh, last question from Dylan. What instruments did we play in band? He played percussion in middle school and then transitioned to drama in high school.
I played/play the saxophone. All forms.
When did you start playing?
I started playing in junior high. We started in 7th grade is when we kicked off. Funny story about that, like side note little band story. In order to like guide people into being in band in 7th grade, they came to our elementary school and gave us like a music aptitude test, basically, which was like, if you score well on this, like you should come check out the instrument night and pick an instrument to play.
I enjoy the fact that you scored highly in blowing things aptitude, and that's why you played the saxophone.
Well, Toby, that's not actually true. I failed the music aptitude test miserably.
Damn!
After it was over, my band director was there at our school giving it to us. I did so terribly. I remember like me telling him like, "Oh yeah, I'm kind of interested in band," and him basically like nicely saying, "You know what? Maybe it's not for you, buddy." He literally, that happened. So then the whole reason that I actually went and joined band was purely out of spite. It's because I'm going to show him. But then it turned out to be pretty fun, and I turned out to be good at it, so it was fine.
The reason I joined band in 4th grade was because the girl I had the biggest crush on ever in 5th grade played the flute. So guess what instrument I played?
Flute!
Yes, sir.
Nicely done.
And or maybe it was maybe I was in 3rd grade and she was in 4th grade. But once she left elementary school, I eventually picked up on the fact that the flute's probably a girl instrument.
A little bit, yep.
And then I went trumpet from 5th grade until I graduated as a senior.
Nice. I had a friend who played the clarinet, and that was always like his thing. It was just like, bro, I'm surrounded by girls. Like the cutest girls in the whole band are in my section. We go off and have sectionals, and it's me and girls. Like,
yeah, but if they think you're questionable, it doesn't fucking make it different.
The flute, full on. The flute is not a manly instrument. The clarinet, I feel you can pull off. There have been some impressive jazz male clarinetists. You know what I'm saying? Like
all right,
manly men. Fine. Jethro Tull is the only guy who can rock a flute hardcore rock solo.
I think my two go-tos for the about like the playing the clarinet around all the girls. I dated a lot of clarinetists.
Yeah, you did.
And a lot of the color guard, like the twirlers and shit. Those are that was like my bread and butter.
I didn't date a lot. Period.
But so my random band story. Now I'm thinking about it, and I know you'll think this is funny, but as I grew up and got older in bands, like that's when the smartass shit started.
Sure.
Our band director was a douchebag, so we used to always fuck around and just like during like when we did like the scales or the harmonics in the beginning. I would play the wrong notes as loud as humanly possible until he looked over in my general direction. I would stop real quick.
Yep. That's, you know what? That seems like every trumpet I know. So it's probably appropriate you switch to the trumpet.
Yeah, I mean it's my personality. I feel like that's a personality tie somehow.
It really is. You chose, someone did like the Rorschach test on you and chose the correct instrument after their findings, because that's perfect.
Excellent. And then when I was a senior, though, I grew up a little bit. I tried to like behave myself and calm down. So I befriended a freshman dude that was playing trumpet too, and him and I were like big both punk kids, like listening to Blink-182 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So my grandest move in band, Josh. We figured out how to play Carousel by Blink-182 on the trumpet.
Nice.
And we played it in band. And that was because of me.
We had some of that too. We had like certain songs we had figured out, and like always like when we'd go out to a concert and we'd do like the just like noodle around and warm up, and then the director will come out and all join us together in a note or whatever. We would always play punk rock songs on our instruments during the noodly warm up part.
We played a lot of rap songs during our football games too. That was always the best. But Josh, that'll wrap up the episode for the week. Again, if you want to ask us a question or answer our question of the week about the next Stupid Asshole Challenge that's coming out, it's cast@geek-pop.com. You can find us on Stitcher now. You can find us on iTunes. You can rate us and subscribe. We will read any review we get on Stitcher or iTunes. You can find us on our website or Tumblr at geek-pop.com. I think I might have forgot. Our email address is cast@geek-pop.com. And Josh, where can you find you during the week?
You can find me on Twitter.
In the club.
Yeah, you're going to find me in the club. I don't know the rest of the lyrics to that song. I would have made the joke a lot better. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at GI_Josh. You can check out my other podcast. You can find that at thegorillaposition.com, or you can see the link on my Twitter account.
You can find me at Girls Heart Geeks. You can find all the other stupid things I do on there, like tobesplays.com, which has Let's Plays, or twitch.tv/GHGToby, which has live streams of those Let's Plays, or, everything's on my Twitter, so follow me. I'll make stupid jokes at you, or things along those lines. And Josh, I think that's it for the week.
That's it for the week, Toby.
That's it for the week, Josh.
The week is over, Toby.
The episode's over too. 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 Episode's over too.